All right, I got no time for funny chit-chat today. Do you have the script I asked for?
Right here. I was actually surprised you asked me to do a script for a live-action He-Man movie.
Masters of the Universe.
This is actually a rather fun project.
Okay, listen. About that. Turns out I have good news and I have bad news. What do you want first?
Oh, I always take the bad news first. That way, the good news sometimes makes the pain a little bit more tolerable.
Whatever floats your boat. So this is the bad news. We really want this to be a franchise with a lot of sequels. So no matter what asinine ending you already wrote, I need you to change it to either set up a sequel or just leave it wide open for one.
That's all? Wow, I expect the bad news to be a lot worse than that. I mean, yeah, that's not a problem. I can definitely do that. Hell, I could even put a little thing after the credits to tease a sequel as well. I will be back.
I don't think anyone actually sits around for those, but it may not be a bad idea. Ha! Hell, we might even start a trend.
I wouldn't go that far. I mean, I doubt there will be a time in the future where everyone sits and waits until the end of the credits just on the off chance they put something there. Oh, what was the good news anyway?
All right, so I decided to make the budget way lower than what you were recommending, like by a third. And it turns out that by making the budget so low, the studio, and therefore vis-a-vis me, is going to make a lot of money on this film.
Okay, one, it's obvious I can't trust your judgment on whether or not things are good or bad. And two, you're only going to make a lot of money if people actually watch the movie. There's no guarantee people are going to do that.
Are you kidding me? It's Masters of the freaking Universe here. This is the biggest cartoon since Looney Tunes. Walmart is making a ton of money hand over fist with all these crappy toys they put out on this series. There isn't a kid alive, or adult for that matter, that isn't going to want to see this movie.
I wouldn't say the toys are shitty or say. I mean, some of them are rather interesting. I like the battle damage ones myself.
Take that! Just a dent. And that! More dents. But look! They're gone!
What?
Nothing. I'm just realizing what a colossal waste of time it is for me to explain things to you and not get right to work. All right, time to get to business. We need to go over your script and make sure it fits our new budget.
Yeah, I don't know how this is going to work. I mean, one of the main characters is a red-robed floating creature with magical powers. That's the whole reason I said we needed a large budget.
Don't go away. We'll be back right after these messages.
Well, then we'll give it a floating magic boy and replace him with something we can afford, like a little person.
I am Gwildor of Thenor.
Like a little person?
We'll make him an inventor.
Locksmith and inventor.
He invents stuff, and he's happy, and he's go-lucky, and he's one of these wonderful characters, except he doesn't like adventures. No, he hates adventures.
I don't like adventures.
Kids love that stuff.
They do?
Of course they do. I've got 2 kids of my own. I know all about this stuff.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't have a sister. I just dyed my hair that one time.
Hey, let's talk more work in there. These documents aren't going to shred themselves.
You have her shredding papers? I didn't hear a paper shredder.
Why would I buy a paper shredder when I have her, a pair of her little hands, and some scissors? That would be ridiculous. But that's not important right now. What is important is that we find a way to get your script to match our new fantabulous budget.
I'm telling you, I don't know how you're going to do that. I was recommending that budget for a reason.
Where did I throw that script? Hold on. Let me just hold on. Big battle. Grayskull castles defended by 1,000. Wait, what? What is all the alien planet? Magical creatures? A sorceress who turns into birds? Were you snorting cocaine while using LSD, or were you alternating between the two to help you break up the day?
What? No, those are all things from the cartoon show. You did actually look at the show before asking for the script, right?
I don't have time to watch cartoons. That's what I have Wendy for.
It's Angela!
Whatever. I don't care what you're watching. More shredding in there. I might be getting a visit from the IRS any day now.
I'm beginning to wonder why I never tried to pitch scripts in another studio. Maybe one that's a little bit more, I don't know, irreparable?
Well, I was wondering about that too. I just figured you were an idiot. Anyway, or desperate. Or both. Anyway, after looking this over, I decided we need to cut out the alien planet, most of the cast, and we need to change this plot. I mean, a lot. The skeleton guy is spending the whole movie trying to get inside one little castle. Boring. Who cares what he wants to do while he's on vacation?
I'm so glad to remember movies today. And by the way, if you're going to make that many changes, you might as well change it to a romantic comedy and call it Sleepless in Eternia.
What's an Eternia?
Oh, it's the name of the planet the show takes place on. Seriously, you should know the things you're adapting.
That's a brilliant idea.
Watching the things you adapt isn't brilliant. It's common sense.
No, not that. The romantic comedy part.
Oh, God.
We can cut the budget by having the majority of the film take place on Earth and have two teenagers as the main focus of the story.
Julie, come on.
What the hell does that have to do with Masters of the Universe?
Absolutely nothing, but it saves us a shit ton of money on sets and special effects.
Ugh.
Alright, now that that's settled, we're going to start filming this out right.
By having you shut the hell up and film my script instead?
As I was saying, we're going to do this right by having the bad guy get right into the damn castle right in the beginning.
After all this time, Grayskull is ours.
Oh, congratulations! You just butchered the whole conflict of the entire story.
Oh, ye of little faith, you haven't listened to the drums of the drummer boy. I just created a new conflict. Nobody knows how Skeleton got into the thing or how the hell to stop him.
Stop calling him Skeleton. His name is Skeletor.
When have I ever gotten anybody's name right before?
Look, let's just get this over with. I only have so much whiskey, and with as much bullshit as you are shoving today, it ain't gonna last long. So we've got Skeletor taking over Castle Grayskull somehow, and now you want to make the rest of the movie about how he did it? Is that what you just pulled out of your fucking ass?
Well, what I pulled out of my ass really doesn't resemble it at all. However, we are going to quickly discover that he did it by using a magical key that allows him to make portals to anywhere he wants to go. And we can discover this by introducing our new character, the little person that all the kids will want toys of because he's going to have a funny name and do funny things.
Ooh.
Look! Native clothing!
Right, because kids only buy toys if the character has a funny name. Okay, so I take it this magical key is going to be how He-Man gets to Earth, but Skeletor has the key. How are they going to get it from him?
Oh, easy. We'll just have him have another one laying around.
Why would he have two?
I don't know. It's a complicated device, right? I mean, you're not going to get it right the first time exactly. So we'll just say it's a prototype.
He knew I had this prototype.
What is it? What does it do?
I call it the Cosmic Key.
Okay, so you're telling me He-Man just happens to come across this guy who just happens to be the one person who knows how Skeletor got in the castle. And this guy just happens to have made a prototype that he decided to keep just on the off chance he runs into someone who needs it to save the day. Is that what you're saying?
We're adapting a cartoon. It doesn't need to make sense. You want to get paid for this or not?
Obviously. How else am I going to pay for my alcohol solution?
Solution? Anyway, good. So, they get out of the castle of Skull Mountain. But the skeleton guy shows up and has his stormtroopers start firing their guns at all the good guys.
Whoa. Hold on a second. Ignoring the fact you can't get a single one of the characters or locations' names right, what the hell are you talking about with stormtroopers? Skeletor uses monsters and beasts as his minions.
Right. But monsters and beasts need special effects makeup, which is very expensive. It also requires a lot of extras. Stormtroopers are extras wearing plastic armor, like that you could make from a garbage can that we buy at Home Depot. It's very cheap. Monsters are out, stormtroopers are in. Now, where was I?
You are butchering a beloved children's cartoon to increase your profit margin.
You know, I'm starting to think I like you better when you're sober.
Joke's on you. You never seen me sober.
Ugh. All right, so He-Man can't fight off all the stormtroopers because they're just too manly, and there's too many of them, and they all look the same, so we can clone them in post. But anyway, so they use the key to open the portal and escape, and that's when they end up on. Come on, you know the answer to this. They end up on. Do I have to do everything? They end up on Earth. You know, you really should show a little more enthusiasm, considering how well this script is going. Right, you can work on that. But now we need a reason to keep them on Earth.
You know, I would make a sarcastic comment here, but no matter what I would say, you would likely make it part of the story, and I really don't want to contribute to the maiming of this property.
Got it. We'll say they dropped the key and they don't know where it is.
Where is the key?
You know, that's perfect. They'll lose the key, and that way we can have our two teenagers find it, and hijinks can ensue.
Right, hijinks. That is what every child is looking for out of this movie. Not fight scenes or magic. They want to see hijinks.
Fighting. Magic.
Can you feel this?
Whatever. What do you think this is? Dungeons and Demons? Of course they want to see hijinks. There isn't a child out there who doesn't want to watch their favorite cartoons run around Earth trying to talk to animals, dress up in funny costumes, steal food from people. Wendy would agree with me, right?
No, I won't.
Darling child, have I mentioned she's adopted? Explains so much. Anyway, we move on to the main focus of the story now.
Skeletor claiming the power of Grayskull? Maybe sending some of his minions after He-Man? Or He-Man looking for the key?
Of course not! We have to develop our two teenage leads. I knew you'd like that. So, here's what I'm thinking. The girl will have a tragic background where both of her parents have died, and the boy, a struggling musician whose love of music is only eclipsed by his love for the girl.
I love you.
I love you.
I mean, this is killer stuff!
Oh, you're killing this franchise, alright. Believe me, you are killing it.
Thanks!
Definitely not a compliment. So, since you are so busy having hijinks and teen romance, are you ever going to actually move the plot along? After all, Skeletor took over the castle. He's won. So why does he not have the power of Grayskull?
Well, we have to have him wait for something or other. I don't know. Just make something up. I mean, he's got to be obsessed with He-Man because He-Man has a better body. And he doesn't skip leg day. And because he doesn't skip leg day, that just pisses Skeleton off. So we're going to send some monsters to Earth to capture him.
First of all, I thought you didn't want to have monsters, save money.
You know, I'm not a complete idiot.
Could have fooled me.
We'll have some monsters in it so that we don't completely alienate our fan base.
Yeah, they're late for that. Also, why are they trying to capture He-Man? Why aren't they trying to kill him?
We can't kill him. If we kill him, Skeleton will he'll never catch up with him on leg day. We want sequels too, remember? Sequels!
Yes, but Skeletor doesn't know that. He doesn't know you want sequels. And he has been trying to kill him all this time.
No. We'll just say that he wants him to kneel before him so he can chain him down there. And he can work on his leg every Tuesday and Thursday like he's supposed to. It worked great for Superman too. People love that movie.
Yes, but this script is closer to Superman 3. And people did not love that movie as much.
Are you kidding me? I thought Superman 3 was the best one yet.
That explains away too much.
So, we have Skeleton send a bunch of monsters after the teenagers. They snarl, and they use fancy weapons, and they corner them somewhere, and then He-Man to the rescue!
No shit. And here I was so convinced you were about to have the monsters actually kill the teenagers.
Nah, see, that's why the story works so well.
No. Not even worth wasting my breath on arguing that one. So, He-Man defeats the monsters, right?
Yep, they run away and tell Skeleton that they were outnumbered and there was no way they could win.
We fought with the Eternians, but we're outnumbered.
And you're going to make Skeletor dumb enough to actually believe that.
Actually, I was going to have him kill one of the monsters in retaliation for failing. But I'm thinking of having him kill whichever one costs the most in makeup so we can save more on the budget.
Having him kill off somebody in a movie based off of a children's TV show? And you think I come up with dark plots?
The difference is you come up with dark plots because you're an emo-loving alcoholic with serious social issues. I come up with dark plots to save money.
And that makes it better?
Of course it does! Your reason doesn't save me any money.
Ugh.
So we have Skeleton Man send the Evelyn character with the rest of the monsters, while He-Man and his band of merry men find the key and try to find a way home.
Don't call them merry men. He is not Robin Hood, and one of them is a woman.
Fine. He-Man and his store-bought elves find the key and try to make a portal home.
They'll stick with the merry men. So what brilliant way are you going to have the bad guys stop them?
You are going to love this. So, Evelyn finds out about the tragic death of the teenage girl's parents. So, she, and get this, uses her magic to make her look like her mother and tells her that she and the father actually have top secret government jobs. They made them fake their death and now need the key so that they can come home and be together.
Mother? Yes, darling, it's me. That shiny metal thing with the blinking lights. Will you get it for us?
That is the dumbest thing I have heard you come up with yet. And you're the guy who decided to have critters prefer hamburgers over people.
You don't know what you're talking about. It's completely plausible. If you're a 3-inch thing that eats things, I mean, what do you prefer? A cheeseburger or something with a bunch of bones in it? I was right on the critters thing and I'm not letting that go. Anyway, an orphan young girl would absolutely fall for that.
No, I wouldn't. I'd have to be dumber than you to fall for something that insanely stupid.
Wendy, stop mumbling in there. I can't understand a word you're saying. Anyway, so back to the script. Evelyn gets the key and gives it to the skeleton, who shows up with his army.
Wait, you're actually planning on having a large fight scene with He-Man versus Skeletor's army on Earth? Oh, actually, that doesn't sound half bad.
Oh, don't be silly. Of course not. He's there to take He-Man captive and make him kneel.
Why would He-Man agree to that?
Because Skeleton promises not to harm He-Man's elves or the teenagers if he agrees to give up Leg Day and be captured.
One more move, and your friends will not live to see another day. Return with me to Eternia as my slave and save their despicable lives.
Well, Skeletor doesn't really keep his promises, but I guess it would make sense for He-Man to agree to those terms.
Exactly. They leave, stranding the rest of them on Earth.
Let them rot. Let them rot.
So, how are all the Eternians going to get back home?
How the hell should I know? You're the writer. Pull something out of your ass and put it in there. It's not like it has to make sense for a movie based on a cartoon beefcake.
People wonder why I drink so much.
Can't say I ever wondered that at all. I just assumed it was part of your personality, like the cocaine, the loose women, and the fact that you always seem to be in my kitchen. I have wondered why you never share many times, but why you drink? No, never even given it any thought. So, we have everyone show up for the big climactic showdown. And this is where we have everybody fighting Skeleton's minions.
You didn't realize they could have had this exact same battle at the beginning of the movie, right?
No, they couldn't. They didn't meet the teenagers yet. They wouldn't have even been there.
Oh, yeah, because those two teenagers are really going to tip the scales in He-Man's favor.
You know, you're right. That doesn't actually make a lot of sense now that you mention it.
Really? I didn't actually expect you to agree with me.
We need another character in there. I know. We'll have a cop from Earth get stuck in the portal or whatever you come up with. And somehow he ends up in the middle of this battle.
Now somebody's gonna give me some answers around here. Let's start with you, Blondie. Nobody takes pot shots at Lubin. All right, Picos, you wanna play games?
Oh, I agree. That is much better.
You realize you never had Skeletor do anything with the power of Grayskull. He took over the castle, but not once does anything happen because of that.
He tortured that bird girl a little. Anyway, so we'll say he was waiting for something that happens. Big finish. Oh, and he turns into a god or something. I don't know. Just make it gold and shiny. That should work.
I don't know why I bother.
They have their big finish. Skeleton is defeated. He-Man saves the day. They send the teenagers back home to where they find them, and everything in their life is all happiness and rainbows.
Except for the fact that the one girl's parents are dead. Not exactly a rainbow there.
Oh no, they'll be fine. They'll send her and the boyfriend back in time so they can stop whatever the hell happened to the parents from happening.
Since when can they time travel?
Oh, we'll just make a little comment. The little person earlier when he's fidgeting with the MacGuffin, the key. We'll just make him say, "Oh, it can bring us to anywhere in space and time. It'll be fine."
Nothing about this story is fine.
You're right. A better word for it is awesome. So now that you know how the story needs to be changed, be sure to have this new script written by next week. We need to start filming this puppy pronto.
Yeah, I'm not promising I'll have it done that quickly, but why the rush? Why are you trying to make this movie so quickly?
Because I also landed the rights to another movie, and we're making them both at the same time. You want to take a guess at what the other one is? Here's a hint. It's popular. It has an existing film franchise, and it already has a ton of merchandising.
That could be quite literally any film franchise.
That's right, it's Superman.
Oh, motherfucker!